How frustrating this must be for you. And when you ask, what motivates him to do this, chances are it was something that he saw growing up. And
because we tend to sort of punish people
Right.
in the style that we got disciplined as a child.
Right.
It's all we know.
so we might have been shamed as a child, and that meant that we were kind of embarrassed in front of other people, or you might have been punished by having things taken away in this situation. And so he's kind of
Probably
taking that.
reactive in that
Yeah.
very same style that he doesn't even maybe put into words, but it's what he learned in his being. And it's not fair, and it seems random because, if you're mad at somebody, that shouldn't mean you cancel a furniture order.
Right.
I suppose he sees that as a privilege that he's canceling, but he's not the parent. You guys are peers, and that's the difference in this relationship.
Right. So what can she do?
Well, I'll tell you what, you need to sit down, and you can't do it in the moment that anger erupts, but you need to talk about a pattern, and it's important that, that you can establish the fact that this is something that bothers you and give a few examples without getting more specific than he's ready to hear.
Right.
But then, if it's hard for him to understand the connection, event by event, bring it up and say, this is what I'm talking about. This doesn't make any sense. Just because you're angry, I'm losing a privilege. This is not a fair situation.
Yeah, we can't go on living this
Yeah.
way. This is not the way to run a marriage. And so once he kind of gets the message, it's almost like sometimes people that are doing these behaviors, they think they're being so kind of morally superior or something. But once they kind of see a reflection of themselves in the proverbial mirror, they go, oh, yeah, that's not the most pleasant image. That's not really who I want to be.
Right.
And chances are this is the case for your husband. If he can kind of just see it more accurately, he'll recognize, I don't want to be this way, and change his behavior.